Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moving Podcast, and we have a Jake Paul fight update. And it's really not much of anything. I mean, this fight is supposed to happen December 15th. I mean, this is the fight he announced is going to take place, yet there's still no opponent. His MVP Promotions tweeted out this a couple days ago. Jake Paul's opponent for his ninth fight will not be a boxer similar to Tom Mesrick. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Daniel Martinez, Jesse Chavez. Now, again, I'm not, well versed in boxing and know these guys, but with a little research and what everybody is saying is like, okay, well, Tom Mesrick, this guy, he's from the Czech Republic, and he is 10-73 and 6, and he is 41, 42 years old. Okay. They're saying they're not going to find an opponent like that. The other guy was Daniel Martinez or Fernando Martinez. He's super flyweight. He has a good record. I believe he's 16-0, but super flyweight, that's 110, 12 pounds. Okay. And then the other guy, Jesus Chavez, right? He is super featherweight, lightweight, and super featherweight. Yeah. So, I mean, those weight ranges are like between 125 and 130, right? Jake Paul is he fights in like cruiserweight range. He's like 190 pounds. So what's the whole point? Okay, cool. We understand that you're not going to fight, listen, Jesse Chavez is 50 years old. Martinez is like 32. Okay. Like I said, Marrezic is, he's 42, but I mean, he has a horrible record. Okay. So thank you for MVP for letting us know you're not going to fight guys that are not old or nowhere near the weight class of Jake Paul, right? So, like I said, this fight's happening December 15th, okay? And, you haven't picked anybody. Everybody's still waiting. So by the time you pick somebody, are you picking somebody who's already been training? And then between now and December 15th, how are you going to build this fight up? Where's the momentum going to be? Everything is, ever since that Nate Diaz fight, there was not a lot of hype going into the Diaz fight. Okay, and now there's really no juice going into his next fight, his supposedly ninth fight taking place December 15th. Okay, because we still don't know an opponent. Okay, I thought that usually in these situations, correct me if I'm wrong, with that, you already have an opponent by now. Now you can start building this up. You can start featuring the other fighter, get his background. Let's start getting a profile on him, getting his name out there. Let's start building this pot, getting this money up, getting people interested because, Jake Paul is the, influencer now turn, I guess, athlete fighter who likes to fight boxing. I can't really call him a boxer. I know he's training in boxing, but again, he's not really a professional boxer at this point. I'm not going to go through a list of fighters that he's fought, but a bunch of has-beens, right? And people who aren't a boxer by trade outside of Tommy Fury. I mean, this is looking bad. He had so much momentum with the Tommy Fury fight, okay, and then he was not able to capitalize on that and getting a fight, and then his next fight in a reasonable time frame. I believe that fight against Tommy Fury is in February, and then his next boxing fight is not until August against Nate Diaz. Something just seems off with all of this. Nate Diaz, apparently, before Nate Diaz wanted to fight him again, and there's some issues apparently with PFL and Nate Diaz, and when is Jake gonna fight the UFC fight style or MMA style fight with Nate Diaz? But Nate Diaz wants, I guess, to do the boxing or whatever. I don't know. Everything is just very murky and it seems sloppy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, does Jake Paul even know what he's doing at this point? There's nothing wrong with, after fighting Tommy Fury, if you're really serious about boxing, find another up-and-coming guy that you feel is in the same category as you and box him. There would have been enough juice to people to see that. That people want to see you test your skills against an actual boxer. Nobody cares how big the profile is on a guy. People will tune in because we're gonna boxing fans and casual fans will be like, okay, you know what? We respect this other guy you're gonna fight. We know he's an actual boxer, but we want to see you, Jake. I know you got the big name, but let's see how your skills match up against that, right? We're not getting that. And it's just I thought influencer boxing, at least from Jake Paul's perspective, at least from what he's trying to do, is dying down. We're not getting more juice, no more buzz is going on. And here we are, November 3rd, no opponent, but then they want to say that, okay, he's going to fight, but it's definitely not going to be these guys. Well, we don't care that, we don't care that you're not going to fight has-beens and guys who aren't in his weight class and guys who are 40 and 50 years old. Thank you. Good. Thank you for letting us know what the general public already knows, is that we don't care if he fights another has-been older person. Nobody cares. And definitely not somebody who was in a super flyweight. No. I don't think they know who they know who they want to fight, because if they really did, we would have known by now, right? So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this coming from Jake Paul's MVP Promotions, man. Really bizarre stuff. No fighter, nothing to build it up. We're done seeing has-beens. Everybody, Jake Paul supporters that want to see him actually box, a real boxer, like it seems like we're not gonna get that. It's just only seems like has-beens are lined up, but he's saying that he's done with former MMA fighters and whatnot, but we okay, let's go then. Let's see it. So very weird stuff. Anyways, let me know what y'all think. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.